Welcome back to the hoarder house I inherited from my dad. I'm Madison, and this is day 7 of digging out of my childhood home. A family member has requested my dad's shirt, so I loaded them up first thing before I forgot again. The ozone machine has done very little for the urine smell, so the next order of business is opening up all the doors and windows and letting some fresh air in. Today I'm focusing on the final few piles in the living room dining room area. The way I chuckled when I realized this was a paper shredder. In case you don't remember, this is the amount of paper we started with. That little thing didn't stand a chance. If you've been following along, you remember I got the dining room table completely cleared off. I then started using it as a place to separate out the items that belonged to my grandparents. If I'm being completely honest, this corner is one that worried me the most. Not only did I find some dried animal feces in this area, the carpet appears to have gotten wet at some point, so I'm really not sure what I'm going to uncover here. While I did find some trash, the majority of this pile was actually empty plastic sacks. Like literally a plastic sack full of more plastic sacks. A boot brace from high school. Do you guys remember when Walmart sacks were actually blue? I found quite a few today. At the bottom of this pile, I found some of my grandmother's old magazines from the late 60s, early 70s. Another plastic bag full of bags, and a couple of boxes of photos and albums from my grandparents' house. Fortunately, my dad had these items sitting on a piece of plastic, so none of them seemed to have any water damage. Stacks of letters and cards just off the plastic didn't seem to fare quite as well. I think it must be cat urine. Moved on to this next area and found a little friend. Fortunately, he had passed. More stacks of useless paper, and of course, more paper napkins. Since posting this journey on TikTok, I've learned through the comments just how many people have been afflicted by hoarding disorder in one form or another. I felt so much shame and embarrassment about the way my house looked growing up. I felt so isolated in the experience and thought that I was the only one that had to live that way. Not another 2 years of HOA agenda items. I really appreciate everyone who shared their experience in the comments and offered their words of encouragement along the way. Finally getting to clear this hoard has been so healing for me. The small child who was punished for throwing anything away without permission feels a small victory with every bag she throws in the dumpster. The carpet in this place really makes my skin crawl. But we're one day closer to pulling it all out. And that's a wrap on day 7.